There are emotional buyers and there are logical buyers. And if you are just attracting one or the other, then you're doing everyone a disservice. With all the opportunities that exist today, why haven't you reached your next level of income, life, and wealth? In most cases, we've been lied to. We've been told that if you find the right opportunity and you work hard, you can be successful. And that's simply not true. Millionaires, billionaires, and successful people have realized you need the foundation for wealth, the habits. And that's exactly what you'll be learning on the Millionaire Success Habits podcast. All success starts here. All right, so if you know anything about me, you know that I believe selling is the oxygen for every business, for everything in life, everything that you want. If you don't persuade people to take the steps you want, the actions you want, buy the product you have, fall in love with you, all those pieces, you just dream and hope, but nothing actually happens. But I want you to look at selling different today. I want you to first start off with, if you know the product you have, the service you have, the love that you have, the person you are, if you know it's authentic, it's real, it's the best on the planet, then you have to do everything in your power to get people to take action. I say this all the time, but the movie Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner years ago, they said, if you build it, they will come. They won't come. They just won't. There's outliers that every once in a while somebody builds something that goes viral. But most of the time when you see a product that's working, you see someone who's evolving through a company, has a great relationship, it's because they know how to be persuasive, they know how to sell. But I want to teach you two things today. There are emotional buyers and there are logical buyers. And if you are just attracting one or the other, then you're doing everyone a disservice. So think about an emotional purchase. If you ever watched an infomercial, if you ever bought that tiny little hose that is like this big, it's a tiny, it can fit in your hand, and when you plug it in and you screw it on, you turn the water on, it gets 50 feet long, right? When you see something like that, you make an emotional decision. You got 2 minutes, like that hose looks great, and you buy it. That's an extreme example, and maybe it sits in your garage, you never use it. I guarantee there are things in your life you bought making an emotional decision. That's okay. We need emotions to move us forward. So some people are not, I don't want to say this in a bad way, but some people are irrational buyers. I'm an irrational buyer. From the top looking down, when I see something I like, if I go buy a new car, if I walk on the dealership, I see the car I like, I want to leave there in 25 minutes with that car. I'm irrational. I'm emotional. If I'm watching a video online or I'm at a live event and I see something I like, there's zero. I'm not waiting to research. My heart tells me it's good. My gut instinct tells me I'm good. I'm buying it. So I am an emotional, irrational buyer, but that's only a small percent of the world. Then I'm on the extreme of, I'll do it right now, I make quick decisions. On the complete other extreme are buyers who have to be extremely logical. That means if this sounds good, this car looks good, but I'm going to go home, I'm going to research it, I'm going to ask anybody I know if they have a car like that. I'm going to go check the rating. I'm going to see how many miles per gallon it gets. I'm going to see if there's any flaws, is there any recalls. And some people will just do that logical searching all the way. So that's the extreme. So what I want to share with you today is when you're selling anything, when you're persuading someone, it doesn't matter, again, if it's getting a promotion from your boss, it's making more money, it's selling your product, your service, I want you to think of attracting and fulfilling both of them. You need to get people emotional. People don't make decisions without being emotional, be connected, feel moved, have a feeling inside. But then if you cover the logical part, for those that want to overthink, then you can really compound and exponentially grow your sales. So for example, this past weekend I was at an event and I spoke on stage and I offered a $16,000 mastermind. Incredible training, worth every dime. There were the irrational, emotional buyers like me who took action immediately. I would have taken action halfway through the presentation. But then there were some people who waited until the second day. And some people that are very logical waited until the third day, last minute, right before they walked out the door. And the sales were about equal, the emotional and the logical. But here's the thing I want you to be careful of. In your own life, make sure you don't get so logical and need every I dotted and every T crossed that you never make a decision. You never pull the trigger. Every year, like I'm gonna, I should have, I would have. It's because you probably have beliefs from parents, beliefs from teachers that you need to research, that you need to look before you leap. I have the thoughts of jump out of the plane, grow wings on the way down, because he who hesitates loses. So 2 things I want to share. If you're selling, if you want to fuel your company, your life, you want to persuade people, remember, some people make emotional, some people make logical decisions. Merge the 2 together, sales will increase. In your own life, don't get so logical that you missed out on amazing opportunities. If you're not already doing it, make sure you go to subscribetodean.com. That's subscribetodean.com. There's a bunch of free gifts, huge discounts, and you have the opportunity to follow me on all the different platforms. And remember, all success starts right here. Listen, if you like the video, make sure you click subscribe right now so you never miss an episode. And while you're there, click the notification bell so you'll know when the next one goes live. You can always follow us on Instagram, and if you don't already have Millionaire Success Habits, you can grab it for free at deansfreebook.com. Remember, all success starts here.